Bike City, and I'm going to show you how to assemble this really cool electric bike today. This is by X-treme. It's a men's electric bike with a sealed lead acid battery, and it's pretty fun, so let's get to work opening the box. First thing you'll need is a box cutter. You also need a 15mm wrench, an Allen key set, and probably some smaller wrenches, 8 and 10mm, and some lube for putting on the threaded joints and all that. Alright, so I'm going to start cutting it open. So one trick I use to open these bikes is to cut down the front of the box. So if you do it this way, it's a lot easier to get the bike out. So get a hold of your owner's manual, set it aside. Let's see. Just be able to kind of let the bike flop out on its side here. Okay, you got a seat. Take a little inventory, make sure you have everything. Cool, so there it is. Just start taking the packaging off. So when you open up the box and take everything apart, you're going to have your front wheel separate, and there's your seat. It should also come with a free white LED headlight, a charger, a bag with some tools to set up your bike, your pedals, and your fenders. Alright, so let's go ahead and set up this bike. Alright, so now we're going to set up the handlebars. You're going to have a lot of wires here, but it's pretty simple. If you just turn the fork to the straight position, make sure that the handlebar wires, everything is connected and looks like it's in the proper place. And you may have to adjust this part a little bit and slide it right in. Once that's in, just take your Allen key and go ahead and tighten down that headset. What that's going to do is lock the handlebars into place in the headset of the bicycle. Okay, these washers are on here. Make sure they go to the outside of the part where the nut is on the axle bolt, because they're going to go on the outside in this little hole here on the fork dropouts. Match up the washer to the fork dropout. The wheel in. You guys can't really tell, but on the end of the pedal spindle, there's a letter R and the letter L. So the letter R goes on the right side of the bike. That's the drive side, the side with the crank. L goes on the left side of the bike, which is the side without the drive side, without the crank. L is going to go on counterclockwise, and R is going to go in clockwise. Every time you put on a pedal, make sure you lube it down first. Grease is better, but I've just got some lube today, some white lithium grease lube, so I'm just going to pour a little on the spindle there. Set it into the crank arm and use your finger to get the thread set in there. If it doesn't feel like it's going in, don't force it, pull it back out and put it back in. This one went in just fine, so we're going to kind of ease it in. Then you'll want to take your 15mm Allen wrench and put it, and then if you pedal it backwards as you're pulling it, it will just cinch it into place. Get a little bit of mechanical advantage there and tighten it down. Don't go too far. There is a specific torque rating on it, but if you don't have a torque measurement tool like they do in a bike shop, you can just do it, cinch it down a little bit, but don't go overboard with it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put the right on. Same process again. Just lubing the spindle first. This one goes in clockwise. Finger tighten it on there. Just kind of feel the threads, make sure they go in there properly. And this guy. 15. So if you pedal backwards while it's on it, it'll just tighten right into the crank arm there. Feel it throw it down, hold onto it, give it one last little push, and it's in there tight. Alright, there it is.
Alright, so that was the mechanical assembly of the bike. Now let's go over how the electronics work. So as you can see, the battery comes with a key switch. The left switch position is off. The middle and center positions are both on, so you can switch it to either one, middle or center, middle or to the right, and it will be on. You can easily remove the battery from the bike for charging, if need be, by simply using the key at the bottom of the battery pack, turning it 180 degrees will unlock the battery. You will need to take the seat off in order to bring it out. There is a pedal assist button on the left handle that, when engaged, will engage the motor as you are pedaling the bike. Press in to engage it and press again to disengage the pedal assist. The twist and go throttle is on the right handle, along with a shifter gear system by Shimano. Pressing the plus button will go to a higher gear, and pulling it back with your index finger will go to a lower gear. The bike is also best recharged if you take it through about 3 recharge cycles when you first get the battery. One thing to watch out for in the pedal assist mode is you don't want to have the pedal assist mode on and be pulling the throttle at the same time, because it's been known to short out the controllers. So just keep in mind, the pedal assist is more like a cruise control button. So when you first start out, you'll probably want to use the twist and go throttle to get the bike rolling, but once you're rolling, you can release that, put the pedal assist mode on, and let the bike push you as you pedal. If you want to ride it like a moped, just turn the pedal assist mode off and pull the twist and go throttle, and you don't even need to pedal. You can just let it push you right away. So this bike is really, really fun for commuting because it allows you to get good exercise but still even out the ride and smooth out the hills. It's great for the off-roads, and it takes you up pretty substantial hills still. Watch out if you go over any big bumps, as the battery is quite heavy and it will knock around during big bumps. You don't want to crack the battery case. And yeah, so it's available for $4.99 at roadbikecity.com. I invite you guys to go check out our site and leave us some comments. Like the page on Facebook, like this video if you liked it, and subscribe to our channel. Alright guys, see you out on the trails.